Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation Network of podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone.
What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Matthew Kachuk.
Are you guys all drunk?
Episode 402 of the Real Life Podcast.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the HGA Group, here to make your business better. Find out more by visiting their website or finding them on social media at the HGA Group. Your Chuck, Bagged Milk, Jay, Chalmers. Hello.
I think more people are surprised to see Chalmers in the pod than they are Cooom.
Yeah. And Cooom is also here. What's up, Coombsy?
Not much, just vibing. We just did Blue Jays Nation radio, so I'm feeling ready to talk.
Yeah. You got the vocal cords warmed up.
It's a big day for me and Tyler. Tyler's really happy to see me.
I think all of us are. Well, you come in.
It's a big day for the office.
Yeah. Me and you embraced and hugged outside.
You did.
Your girlfriend asked me if I had a growth spurt, to which I responded, no, I'm 24. I think I'm done growing, which is actually a lie. I think I still am growing.
No, you can continue growing.
Yeah.
I think I got like a half inch taller in my late 20s.
And then you came in and you gave Dan a hug and you gave Zach a hug and you gave Bagged Milk a hug. You've been hugging everyone since your return to the office.
That's what I do. I'm a tactile guy.
Mm-hmm. So tell the listeners who are like, why is this a big deal that Cooom is at the office? He's employed by this company. Why is it a big deal you're back at the office?
Because people like having me around. I'm a fun guy. I'm easy to get along with.
And you moved back from living in Toronto.
I live here again. Yes.
We got him back.
They wrote me back in.
It took
He left us and we just patiently waited.
It took a minute, but we got you here.
Yeah.
It was about three years of my quest, and now I'm back.
What was the genesis of moving back home, Coombsy?
Toronto, it just does not smell very good. It's the smell. I couldn't handle it. No, it was mostly the money. It's a fun time to live there, but it's pretty pricey, and nothing beats being at home. It's nice here. It's chill.
You literally like Toronto and Vancouver, like you literally go there to struggle.
Yeah, you can't thrive really.
It's a challenge. Every day you just feel like stressed out and exhausted. It's just like busy and loud and everything's pricey, and you're like, oh man, I want to go back home to Edmonton and lay on the grass.
What you did this weekend at Folkfest.
Which is exactly what I did.
I am myself, as I like to say, folking tired. Had a great weekend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Chalmers, you know what I did there.
Is that a thing?
Chalmers
How
has
was
never
it
done
this year?
multiple day Folkfest. It was awesome.
So soft.
He's a soft fester.
He's the guy that shows up and sits on someone else's tarp.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I do too. I've never.
Oh,
seen a
hell
tarp
yeah.
on
I
my
don't
life.
do the tarp run. That's for hardos.
Well, I stayed in the River Valley this year, which was such a good move. So, you walk home after, so you don't have to worry about logistics or anything. You can have a few extra drinks. Like you can just kind of really just enjoy the moment. Then you walk home and then, you get to bed 1:30 and then you're up at 6 off to do the next tarp run. So it's an exhausting lifestyle. And I had, we had Crawford
Explain
too.
to everybody. Explain to everybody what the tarp run is. I want you to tell everybody what the tarp run is for people that don't know.
Folkfest is so interesting. There is if Folkfest, I was joking, it's just like one giant lineup. You line up for everything. Everything is a wait, and it's because you have to be patient and respect the festival. So tarp runs, the one thing I like about, and it's also the thing they do about Folkfest, it's about being fair and giving one an equal chance. So this is the kind of antithesis behind the tarp run. So Folkfest is on the hill, Connors Hill, 97 Hill, as you like to say. And you go in the morning and you do you enter the lottery. And what they do is you walk into this corral, so you get herded in like cattle, you get given a ticket, and on that ticket's got an artist that's performing the festival's name. And then they do a draw. So they say, okay, Kaleo, number 1, who was awesome on Thursday, by the way. And then it normally works out to about 30 people or so, then run to the front, and then they get marched to the front gate, but they have to wait. And then you keep drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing. And then they draw everyone. You then get moved out of the corral and you wait, and then they open the gates, and then they let everyone in by kind of like 30 at a time. And then you go and place your tarp down. So you claim your spot for that whole day. So you go lay down your tarp, you pin it all in. You got everyone, especially if you draw early, it is like, you're not allowed to run. Like they there police it, and they're just everyone like walk. So there's like pro speed walkers, and there's people that are so good at like walking into location and like unfurling their tarp perfectly and like having it fall where they need it to. And then they pin it in really quick because it's about securing your real estate. So it's an interesting experience. Both mornings they had delays with stage setup. So we got to the corral at like 7:15 and I didn't get home until like 10:30, 11. in the
It's a
morning.
long day.
It's a long,
It's
yeah,
a marathon.
and then trying to sneak
And
in
the
the nap.
The trust factor that nobody's going to go up and pull up somebody else's tarp.
Nope.
Like you basically put your tarp down and then you just leave.
It's the honor
And that is
system.
your
And you can
area
leave your wallet on your tarp and it's safe. Like
Really?
There is so much. That's the thing. Like Folkfest is about respect, you know, like you got to be folky. Like, so you just respect your neighbor. Like I said, there's the honor system, and it's just so nice to see how it gets respected.
Is there a limited number of tarps that each person is allowed to lay?
One person, one tarp. So what people do to try to, like I said, it's about making it equal, but there's obviously loopholes, if you will, but you have to assemble quite a crew. So you would come with you try to come with as many people as possible, and you each try to get a different ticket to give yourself the best chance at an early draw. And so 30 people will show up to try to get 3 tarps, because they have the maximum amount of entries, and so there's people that game it. We always came with 5 or 6 to try to improve our odds. We got number 4 the first day, which is great because that was Kaleo and Nathaniel Ratcliffe, and that was amazing. And then I think, and then we were in the 20s on day 2, and then on day 3 I was second last drawn. It was almost I was almost okay, everyone who's still here, just get the fuck out of here and get in line.
This is the most Edmonton music festival thing possible, that it's based around a draft
ridiculous.
lottery.
we
Why don't what's the biggest tarp you can buy? It's got to be
8 by 10. That's the rule. Anything bigger, so they're there to regulate the size. 8 by 10 is the biggest tarp you can have. I had an oversized tarp once. I got yelled at. I had to fold it and make it as close to 8 by 10 as possible.
Was there any consideration of having Chris the intern find your stake down your tarp for you this year?
Well, we sent Chris that one year. I was
Did
super
that
busy.
happen once?
Yeah, I sent Chris to do it. Right after his oodle noodle shift.
That was back in the good old days when our jobs were very fluid.
Yeah.
We did a lot more than just write content.
We were bootstrapping.
He was just doing you personal favors as part of his
because I
internship.
couldn't.
right.
I had to
You've
run it.
taken the truck to fill it up with gas and stuff.
No, it's not that bad, but that was a personal. And I didn't know what the tarp system was or anything. I was like, you just got to go here and do this. Please only take half an hour. He was there for 4 hours. Poor guy.
He was thrilled about it.
Oh, I am not surprised. I am not surprised.
No wonder he went to
that was my first tarp run. I had to, because I couldn't make it, and I was letting the team down, Edison, Chris. And I feel terrible for it because I've now gone through the process. I'm like, shit, that is a big ask.
Chris is a legend, though. He's probably one of the most patient guys I know for our age group.
We tested it that day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
fair enough.
He's the only one that would have done it. If I had been asked, I probably would have come up with an excuse.
Yeah,
to
you would
say
have
no.
come home sans tarp.
I gave your tarp away.
Yeah, your tarp is now, it's in the river.
That was wild.
Coombsy, you came back for Folkfest though. That was part of the reason you wanted to move back the week you did, right?
Yeah, I think the big reason was that I knew you guys were coming down for the Blue Jays games.
You didn't want to be there.
I just had to move back right before you guys did that.
He didn't want to be relied on as where should we go? Where's this? Help us here.
No, I thought having me there would make too much sense. So I was like, you know what? Let's go home right before that trip. I'm not the best planner, but no, it was kind of okay, I want to come back in August because August, in my opinion, is the best Edmonton month. You know, it kicks off with Folkfest and you got the Fringe. The weather is really nice, especially this year. We don't have any wildfires, so it's really good weather. So I was like, I want to be here for the whole August. So that was
August is a great Edmonton month.
August is the number one Edmonton month. Number one Edmonton.
The only shitty thing about August is that September comes after it, and it's kind of that's exciting for the hockey season.
I'd still like September because you get the buzz of the hockey season and the weather's still good enough where you can golf.
Oh, I do enjoy it. Yeah, sorry. I enjoy a nice summer September day, but it's just kind of,
back to school.
Yeah.
The switch for me flips when it goes from being 35 degrees and then you get your first 18 degree day after that. And you're like, oh,
yeah,
it was August now.
It was 8 degrees on Friday night at Folkfest. You could see your breath.
It was so cold.
It was so cold. And then the next 2 days were hot.
Sunday was really hot.
Oh, so hot,
Warm,
man.
some
So hot.
intense sun.
I was tarps off for most of the day. And then at nighttime, I was just wearing a tank top.
Wow. It's impressive.
You guys talk about August. August in my world is the only month where I can actually relax and do the things I want to do. because like all my kids' sports are out now. There's no hockey to watch. Like it's like focus on work, that stuff around the house. Maybe get to golf a few more times. But September 1st rolls around
once in a while.
Yeah, maybe attend a podcast.
Join the podcast once in a while. Yeah, maybe attend that. Maybe a couple golf tournaments. Who knows? But then September 1st rolls around, and it's like NHL's coming, NFL's ready. Like it's starting. Kids are back at school. It's just like life starts up again. August is just this weird month where nothing happens. Kids are in camps. That's it. Kind of like it.
Number one month.
Number one month.
I would say number 1 month. I would agree with Coombsy.
We should do a month ranking. We should try and figure out what's.
Zach did that on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
Zach
ranked like January and February 1 and 2 because they're the coldest, and he likes the cold.
Oh yeah, Zach likes cold weather. I see nothing redeemable about January personally.
I say
nothing.
Jasper in January.
February, I would say, is the.
Yeah, February's one.
I got no love for February.
February's dog days of winter.
For me, like I don't have like a bunch of like big family stuff to do over Christmas. So like Christmas, I can kind of like, you recharge over that little break. Everyone's usually pretty relaxed. And then January, I find like the first few weeks kind of goes somewhat quick because like you're relaxed, you're back at work, whatever. February sucks ass all the time.
And that's when you start giving up on your resolutions too, and you feel bad about yourself.
It's the slowest month every year for Oodle Noodle.
Really?
It's
most years, May, other than this month, May is one in my top 3 months. Spring's here, you've got, I don't know. You don't really got much for sports, maybe like except for hockey.
Baseball's starting up, hockey playoffs.
Baseball starting up, hockey playoffs.
Yeah.
Spring.
I'd put a winter month definitely in the top 3.
December is a good winter month.
I love
not quite cold.
And March. I love like ski culture. I love.
Did you just go March? Is March a winter month to you?
A little bit.
In the mountains it is.
February, March. Yeah, March is still
spring rolls in on the 21st, does it not?
November to March.
If you can still ski, it's quasi winter, except for this year. I think.
Yeah, they were skiing in June this year.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, I wish I went. That would have been good.
So what's our
August 1, December 2, March 3 or May 3?
Whoa.
May 3.
Are we not putting December 2?
I'm a December fan. I love gifts.
I like December because that's like December. So there's 2 pockets of time, except for this August for me. I'm so fucking busy, but normally it's a little bit slower. There's 2 times a year where you can actually kind of slow it down and detach, especially in our world. And that is August. And that is like, for me, that like 2 weeks over Christmas break.
Well, that's the 2 weeks where time stands still, where you don't know what day or what
you
week it is.
You can't actually do anything. Like you're emailing the ether. Like no one's responding to you. You can't get anything done. No. So you're actually forced to just let it go. And that's great. And now I get why like that's such a peak season for like holidays and stuff. Cause like everyone has their time off and stuff, but like that's for me is the best time to go. Cause
you're not guilty about missing.
I'm not stressed out about like, what am I missing? I know I don't like letting balls drop. I don't like being a bottleneck. And like that 2 week window, there is no balls to be dropped.
No.
And it's nice.
Except
you
for
just
the
live.
New Year's ball.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Wow.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, October might
selling story again.
All right. Anyways,
what's that, Charles?
October might be a tad underrated as well. You've got
Halloween.
I think it's funny.
Halloween.
All my stuff revolves around football and sports.
My birthday is in October.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yours is?
I don't fucking know.
Thanksgiving.
I'm a Capri
start
Sun.
of hockey, and you get those like special, like random hot days still in October where you go play a round of golf. There's nothing like playing around of golf where it feels like you're getting away with something. Like it's like this shouldn't be happening. I'm playing in 18-degree heat, and it's October 27th, and this is great.
When's daylight savings times in the winter? That's an all-time bad thing.
Thanksgiving.
That sucks. Like when the clock changes and it's a shorter day, that sucks. I think that's like one of the worst things that happen.
I do like that extra hour of sleep though. When we fall back.
Yeah. No, wait.
Now, do you actually cash? Do you actually get that extra hour? I know we
like
say that. Yeah.
I feel like
next day is so bad because then you wake up and you're like, okay, it's gonna be dark today at 6.
Yeah.
And it's devastating.
Oh, it
I
gets
just think
dark at 5, man.
As awesome as summer is in Edmonton for light out until 10, 11 o'clock, winters is the reverse.
It's bad.
Where you get up and it's dark, you leave the office, it's already dark.
But I will say the one positive thing though, about being here is even if we only get sunlight for like 6 hours, at least it's 6 sunny hours. Whereas out east and in the Atlantic, it's just doom and gloom all day. Like it might be not fully dark until 7:45, but the whole day is just clouds.
Overcast.
Yeah, we get that winter sun.
There is something nice about that winter sun that just kind of gives you some energy for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know what? If you really need sun, we have a wonderful airport. We've got direct flights to sunny destinations. So if you need a reprieve,
Yeah,
like over.
Maybe, you want a sunny reprieve to Vegas at some point and you want to join a few Oilers fans.
We are, that is happening. So I'll tell you where we're at. We've put down our deposit to secure tickets. they haven't released tickets, so we don't know where our tickets are. Okay. So we're going to get and we're not going to do the flight deck this year. We're just going to get normal
I think that's
seats.
a good move.
But can we get bulk? Because in Nashville, it kind of sucked that we were just
so it's tough. It's tough to get a big group like that. So we'll
that
see.
Does suck, but I think moving away from the flight deck is a good idea.
Yeah. I agree.
We are often sitting on the floor.
Yeah. Well, and the Oilers were losing. That's why.
Well, yeah, they got shit pumped last.
Yeah. So we would just sit down and go like, oh fuck, let's just do our own thing over here. So that's coming. We're working with airlines right now and trying to secure some flights. Flights ain't cheap right now, so we're working some angles right now to try to bring that down, and hopefully we can launch. We got 2 trips coming up. We're gonna do a bus trip to Calgary, October 28th or 6th or something.
Happy Halloween.
So we'll do best costume. Everyone dress up as your M Chuck, their best version.
I was told that today I dressed like a 12-year-old.
Well, that shirt is interesting.
I think it's a good look.
That shirt,
like it.
I would have rocked that shirt for sure in junior high.
You look like you could be in Trinity.
Can you see him, Chalmers? I'd like Chalmers is studying you.
It's got like chip and pepper vibes.
I'm coming close. Is that what kind of shirt is that?
Nike?
It's got Nike shorts too.
Yeah, that definitely looks like a shirt I had when I was 10. It looks like static on a TV screen with a pink logo.
I thought it was a cheetah print shirt at first.
Like, yeah. If it ran through a highlighter factory.
You'll fit in well out east. The Zoomers wear that in Toronto a lot. You'll look like one of the kids there's usually people in their early 20s in like Trinity Bellwoods Park, like passing a ball around wearing that kind of outfit. I don't mean that as a criticism. That's when I'd go for my walks.
So look at his face though. He's absolutely taking it as well.
That's who I'd see. And I'd be that's a cool guy.
We're going to take Tyler shopping in Toronto.
Are we?
You skateboarded to work today, did you?
Take him out to the.
I've got some skateboarding videos of myself coming out here right away on Little. Just wait and see.
Take him out to the vintage shops in Queen Street West and get him some cool stuff from the 1990s and early 2000s.
That look really.
And then he's got
that
like
shirt
the
screams.
old
That
man
does scream
hat
90s.
with,
That shirt. He's got a golf hat.
He's got but it just is
It's
the
a nice hat.
juxtaposition between the the
big
skater.
Your M Chuck, how you doing?
Oh, good. See, I like to think I usually dress somewhat well.
That's what I was saying.
It's
a good style. It's. I'm wearing a Nike shirt.
This isn't my favorite shirt, but it's like,
I was wearing my Ulanov Oilers shirt today, and then I dumped a bunch of coffee on it. So now I'm wearing a Hockey Fights tee.
You know what I appreciate about you, M Chuck, is that you see a shirt and you're like, I'm bold enough. Nobody else would wear this. I'll wear it.
And not only am I bold enough, I'll wear it with this hat and these shorts.
Yeah, the cream colored shorts.
Actually, the shorts play. The hat, you're going too creamy. You went cream on cream.
I think the cream on cream is fine if you have something distracting in the middle.
I think you shouldn't even be wearing a hat. You got a full head of hair.
I don't think cream can be the core color. It can be a complementary color, and you've deemed it.
I think cream can be a core color. Cream core.
So, Bag Milk, you just got to take a full body shot of your M Chuck now and tweet it so that people can go to the Oilers Nation Twitter page and see this outfit.
I think the outfit's fine. I have no problem with Tyler's outfit today. I think you're stylish.
All right.
Okay.
Nobody agrees with me.
I just wanted to see how your M Chuck would take that compliment.
I appreciate that compliment. It came after a solid 4 minutes of roasting, but that's fine. I appreciate you.
The yin and the yang.
The language of love. Your M Chuck, the language of love.
I will not be packing this shirt.
Oh, you have to. This is it's almost
that's
like
the new
a
blouse.
Yeah, it's almost
the new blouse.
It looks a lot like it actually.
It does look like the blouse.
It honestly looks like you're wearing a Chris the Intern fan costume. To an extent, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with wearing a Chris the Intern fan costume. Chris is great. I'd consider myself a Chris the Intern fan.
I'm going to put it side by side. I think that's going to be the move of Tyler in his shirt with Chris in the blouse.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Chris the Intern Jr. Remember Tyler used to be young Cooom and now, he's young Chris the Intern.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to be in Toronto this weekend.
Do you guys want some recommendations?
I'm going to show up and just sequence.
I'm actually excited for this weekend.
I'm super pumped. I'm so excited.
I'm exhausted, but I'm excited.
I was talking to one of my buddies that's coming, and he was like, "Oh, this week cannot like finish fast enough. Like, I just want to get to the airport, have my Chili's beer."
Oh,
and I agree with him.
Oh, the 4 a.m. that we're going to have to be there. Chili's double Caesar.
What time's our flight?
6:30 a.m.
What?
Yeah. I found that out today as well.
Oh my God. I might have to go stay at the hotel at the airport.
Oh, that's a power move.
You fly out on Friday, JR?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have on Thursday, we have the men's member guest at our golf course, which is a full day's. It's like the closest thing you can have to a men's golf trip that gets very out of hand, but in your own city.
It's an open bar.
Oh, so you're
open bar all day.
Don't sleep.
I can't wait to see you at the airport on Friday morning then.
Oh man, I got to be in the wrapper early. I have to.
I do not want to be.
I might have to see if Evan Crawford want to stay at the airport with me.
Stay at the airport.
Yeah,
you might want to take a shower for the respect of the person next to you on the flight.
Well, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself on a pitch count. Famous last words. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, I say that every year.
I have a checklist of things I would like to happen in Toronto that will make it a memorable trip.
I would like to hear this.
Let's go
on. Number one, Dan told me one of our events before the game is at the Steam Whistle Brewery.
Yes.
And they have, and I think you can only get it there. It's like the unpasteurized version of their beer. So it's like not filtered. It goes bad quicker, but it's not filtered as much, but they don't send it out because it goes bad quicker. It's
what do you
delicious.
think pasteurization is?
I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't in the pasture. So it got to eat like real grass.
No, I don't think I'm using the wrong word.
It means it's been boiled essentially.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyways, they do that. So I want one of those. That's very attainable, very doable. I want to see a Vladdy Dinger in person.
I'm going to bet on a Vladdy Dinger.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring my mitt so I can catch it.
I want to see a Jordan Romano save because I want to see what they do with the lights when he comes.
They bring him on no matter what, and they play that song "Tsunami" by Dubs that goes do 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 do, and it's pretty intense.
Without sidetracking what you want to do, your Chuck, have you guys seen the video of Mets closer coming out?
Diaz.
His name's Diaz.
Yeah.
And they play the trumpets. Go find it if you've never seen it.
That guy is an really absolute unit too. Holy shit.
Oh man.
Striking out 18 batters per 9.
I want one of the 3 games we go to just be an absolute blowout where we hit all of our bets. I want him to win like 14-0. Mm-hmm. And then the 5th one, I don't want any of us to catch a ball.
I'll tweet at the Jays.
I just want a ball to come somewhat near us. I want like the moment of the rush of like, ooh, that might be coming at us. And then it doesn't. So those are the 5 things I want.
I'll have my mitt.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not? Why not wish someone catches one?
I feel like that's going a bit too far. I don't want to push my luck.
Tyler's excitement is just to have a ball come generally near us.
Yeah, in our
Where are you sitting?
vicinity.
We're in the home run zone in
outfield?
100s. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got to take your glove then.
I'm going to bring my mitt.
I will catch a ball in my beer cup.
And then what are you hoping for the TSC game?
Over 6.5 corners.
that you stay awake for.
We did BLT bets the other day, and Tyler and I were trying to get Liam to explain soccer bets for us, and we both bet on MLS for the first time ever, and both lost promptly.
Yeah,
based on the intel Liam provided.
Yeah, Liam's scouting only applies to the Sherwood Park Crusaders.
Yeah. Anyways, Toronto is going to be.
I say we beat Manoa boys.
They're favorites against Portland.
Manoa boys.
What?
Yeah, so we're gonna see.
In soccer, yeah, sorry.
In soccer, we're gonna see Alec Manoa pitch. We're getting Manoa Friday, Gosman Saturday.
That's good.
And Sunday we get Yusei Kikuchi.
Oh,
so we're not betting on Sunday.
That's solid.
So not Ohtani,
but Manoa Gosman. Hoo-hoo, yeah, I'm fired up.
The last 2 games I went to were Gosman Manoa, and they lost both.
Great, they're due for wins.
Now it's.
Sorry, who are they playing while you're there? Who are they playing?
Cleveland, the Guardians.
Cleveland.
Our boy Eric Sombrowski's team.
Yep.
They're going to call him up.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, man.
Cool. That'd be cool.
He's injured still.
Well,
thanks for that.
Yep. Shout out to Eric, who DM'd me and asked if he could be in our fantasy football league this year as a podcast.
He also DM'd me and he said there's no way you could not throw a baseball from the CN Tower into the stadium.
That you could or couldn't?
Couldn't. He's like, you could absolutely do it.
Wait, why wouldn't you be able to do that?
How far away is it?
170 meters.
Up. but it's directly down.
Yeah, I think you could.
Are you guys going to go up the CN Tower? You should do that. It's fun.
I would like to.
And there's a little glass thing you can stand on that it's really scary.
I've never been to Toronto before, so I would like to do some touristy things.
You should go to the island too. I really recommend the island.
I do the island.
No, you got to go stand. You got to go stand on the glass up in the tower. It is so freaky. You'll love it. It's unbelievable.
I was scared shitless to walk on it.
Go to the island first, get a little fucked up, and then come back on the water taxi, and then go up the CN Tower.
I do want to take a water taxi.
It's a blast. The water taxi is really fun.
Don't go to the restaurant in the tower. Way too expensive for what you get.
No, it's just about standing on that glass. Good. That's all you have to do is the glass.
Hey, one thing about Sombrowski being our fantasy football league, tell him yes. I just have to kick out 3 people that never pay for it, and then they can. He's more than invited. Those 3 people's names are Rick and Tyler and JR.
I was going to say, are 2 of them on this podcast? I'm pretty sure I gave you $20 last year.
Didn't I pay?
I can't imagine.
The other one was eating ribs with you guys at Montana's on Thursday.
Was?
I don't know. Wasn't that Rick?
Was pay your bill.
Yeah, was. Come on. Figure it out, buddy. Okay. Well, I apologize for that, Charles. I didn't know I didn't pay. If you would have,
I'm just kidding. I don't really care. Hey, what the one thing not to do when you go, as I've said this before, don't go to the Hockey Hall of Fame. Overrated.
What if someone's never been?
I've never been. Should I go?
Everyone's got to go see it.
Yeah, it's one of those things you go see once.
You go see it.
It's fine. There's some interactive games you can pretend to be a goalie and it will shoot like a foam puck at you.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, the shooting one's pretty good. If
what
you have
time
kids.
do we fly out? What time do we fly out Monday?
That I don't know. I just had my world ruined today by the 6:30 flight. Oh, I did not know.
Stay at the fucking Renaissance Hotel.
It's necessary though, because that'll give us so much breathing room when we land.
It makes total sense.
I will assure you, I will be awake for 5 minutes total on that flight.
We depart.
What the hell are you doing?
Jesus, Chalmers. It's a podcast.
This truck just shut itself off.
Sound like you had a train set going on.
We depart at 1:05 Eastern, so we'd be at the airport. So
I'd recommend getting there 3 hours early at least, because the airport's quite busy.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, it was my flight out.
It's the center of hell right now.
Yeah, Pearson Airport's one of the worst in North America right now. God. It's a huge clusterfuck.
Oh.
I had an early flight, but it was still like, it was so busy after getting through security. We had to wait in line to get a Tim Hortons for like 45 minutes.
Oh my!
It's a really chaotic airport, right?
Yeah, maybe they'll have it figured out in a few days.
No,
I feel positive. By the time we leave on Monday, all these issues will be sorted.
You can also maybe just get in the moving van that I have with all my stuff, and they'll take you out west because it's roughly when they're going to be moving all my furniture out west.
It'd be like Feifel goes west.
I was thinking that the Hockey Hall of Fame would be a good content opportunity for Oilers Nation, so that's why I thought we should do that.
Oh, how dare you!
We can do that. Can I shoot pucks on you?
Yeah,
cool.
That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
I was also just thinking, getting pictures of the Oilers stuff there, pictures of Connor and whatnot.
Like the thing is, I have no interest in going, but I'm going to go.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you got to.
We could do an Oilers Nation Q&A, and then for every answer, it's just a picture of like me in front of a different thing. We're like,
yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be more pictures of you.
You're going to be shocked at where it is. Bag Milk. Have you ever seen it? Like it's in the
I've never been to Toronto. This is my first time to Toronto in general.
You like walk down the street like, oh shit, there's the Hall of Fame.
You like walk through a food court, and then you go into like what used to be a Woodward's, and then you go down the escalator, and now you're in it. And you're like, what the? It's weird.
Yeah, I've never been to Toronto at all. This is my maiden voyage.
I'm very excited.
The home of Bag Milk.
Yeah, it is. We're going to absolutely take some Bag Milk content.
We have that too, yeah.
Have to.
We should do a taste test.
Ooh,
for the best Bag Milk brand.
I haven't had a glass of milk, and I'm going to say 20 years.
How are your bones?
Rock solid.
Oh, they're fine.
I was going to say fragile, but
rock solid. It ain't breaking no bones. Me. Thank you.
Wood.
I got it.
Okay.
I got to give some love to our friends at Montana's. We were there last week.
Chalmers, you missed out on Thursday,
Yeah, man.
We crushed ribs on Thursday.
It was good. Operator Rich was not happy with us eating food over the mics.
Yeah, and that's understandable. We also got a DM.
Well, we also had no headphones either, because that was my whole thing while I was thinking about it. As we were talking, I was just imagining myself going,
But what brought you guys there? What made you guys go to Montana's? What was the
starving.
Because then you guys had some Get Messy Montana's thing happen over the weekend. What's going on here?
Montana's has all you can eat Rib Fest on right now, Chalmers. You can go.
Do it.
It's on until September 12th.
Do it.
They fire up the grill and sauce their ribs to order. They're the barbecue experts in Canada.
I ate so many ribs.
I'll just say, sure. I believe what you said. I'll just say the ribs I had on Thursday were great and plentiful.
I ate so many ribs on Thursday. I got Montana's messy, and then I did not eat for the rest of the day.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh, did I? I think I did. I think I got a butter chicken at Folkfest. I went to bed full.
We also got
because if you want to get the best butter chicken in Edmonton, you go to the Folkfest.
Yeah.
We also got a DM from someone who said, quote, "This is the worst fucking episode of the podcast I've ever listened to." So shout out to them.
Well, I think headphones would have helped.
Yeah, headphones would have helped.
But it's bulkier to bring the headphones.
I understand. But we need to hear what they hear. Because I know, like, I wanted to make sure that like people knew we were eating ribs, but I guess the video would tell you that we're doing it.
We got.
Did you guys just eat on air the whole time? Like
the entire time.
Whole time
For a straight hour, we were eating ribs.
Yeah, crushing ribs. It was so good.
It sounded probably amazing.
Drinking beers?
We had a beer. I had a beer.
I had a beer. Yeah,
I had a beer.
A Rickards Red to be specific.
Yes.
They had like a different kind of lager that I had.
Rickards Red pairs very well with ribs.
It was delicious.
That's why I did.
I had an experience.
We got new reviews on our podcast.
Go on. Summer content. Let's go.
I can share some of those here. Mm-hmm. This one is from August 5th. This is new from B. Martineau. 1 star for when Chalmers visits, 1 star for the bromances, 2 stars for the great Oilers content and takes. And lastly, 1 star for the fans that don't realize this is real life and not ONR. There will be antics and tangents. That's a great point.
That's a good review, actually. I thought it was going to be a 1-star review.
Chalmers got 1 star.
So yeah, what they're saying is like,
he's 1 star on his own.
No, he makes up one of the 5
total
stars.
of 5 stars.
And broke down
You're
why.
20% of the positive review.
I'm going to be honest. I thought that was a negative review as well. Very well written, B. Martineau. Kyle the Embalmer said, no problem with the organic ad reads during the episodes, but the mid-episode ad break, chom out. Anyways. Sorry, Kyle the Embalmer. We gotta pay for the mics and whatnot.
The lights. Gotta pay for the lights.
Yeah, gotta keep the lights on in the building. We also got one from K Nuts, who said, I really appreciate the Oilers.
Any relation to D?
Yeah, D's
cousins. I really appreciate the Oilers focused information while still enjoying the assorted non-hockey side banter. The combination of the panel makes for great content. Can you all do more episodes? I would love to have this daily to listen to. Yeah. Keep it up. K-Nuts, we can't even get Chalmers to commit to once a week. So come on.
I've been suggesting for years we just do a Wu-Tang style daily show with the random people we should. I think it's doable. We have like 17 people on staff now.
Yeah, we should.
I think it's
for
doable.
Like 20 minutes. Sure. Just talk about whatever.
This is great.
We've got the technology. Doing?
Oh, Chalmers,
what
don't
is everybody doing?
You're going to tell us how we need to do more content and you want to be a part of it? I'm Chalm out on that.
10 p.m. at night. What are we all doing? Nothing. We're sitting around. We've relaxed. You go to bed before 10?
Sometimes.
What are you,
so
10?
tired. I'm Post Malone. I'm always tired.
Yeah, 10 p.m. I'm shutting her down.
Blog Post Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Then 9 o'clock.
Watching Big Brother.
I got to get caught up. I'm 2 episodes behind, but this season is.
This season's so good.
I'm vibing it.
I'm chowing in on this season.
I'm very chowing in.
Yeah. I'm only 1 episode behind now. This one's from Douster, who I think is pretty active on Twitter. Yep. Love the content. Thank you for keeping me company driving from Brandon to Winnipeg weekly. #Chumgate. Can't wait for Tyler tries. Coombsy, you think it's funny this guy drives from Brandon to Winnipeg?
Yeah, because Brandon is an airport and Winnipeg doesn't.
Yeah.
I got family in Killarney. Maybe that's the guy I engaged with on social. There's a listener from Killarney. Anyways, there we go.
Markman 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Oh wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6 9.
That sounds like a bot.
Yeah.
Is this going
to be the negative one?
You guys are hilarious. Love the random discussions you have on the show. My wife isn't a podcast person, but I've been listening to the show while driving, and she loves it too. Keep up the good work. Shout out to
that is so fake.
You don't think
chance that was meant for us. That podcast could be for any podcast out there.
That's like an Instagram, but is there anyone saying they're going to pay all your debts off?
My $5,000 debt off?
Yeah.
My wife loves your podcast, and then she left. And now I can't see my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 5 stars.
5 stars. This one came in from Jay Sabby. Excellent podcast. 5 stars. Chalm in on the podcast. What's not to like? A mix of Oilers hockey talk and life talk. contractors' tips, significant others, the trials of parenting, and some reality TV, etc. What I like most about the podcast is that I feel like I'm in the room or on the Zoom call, and being a former Edmontonian who lives in enemy territory, YYC, the podcast reminds me of what it was like to live in Edmonton, and the vibe is just different, and you won't understand it unless you've lived there. Go Oilers. And now to leave a voicemail for Bagged Milk's podcast.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you should leave a voicemail for me.
Come join us for a drink in Calgary, and we're down there on October 26th, 28th, whatever.
And then the last new one we got came from Electronic Jordan a couple weeks ago. It said, need a 6-star review. Can't love this show enough. Perfect mix of nonsense and Oilers. Chalmers didn't cheat. One of 12 listeners.
Oh, Electronic Jordan. Come on, man.
He's always got my back.
You got all the facts, bro. You've been given all the facts.
Anyways,
and he's still on my side, Jay.
If you want to have your review read on the podcast, leave them on Apple Podcasts, I think is the best way to get them to us, because that is the only way this service picks them up, I think.
Is there any negative reviews?
No.
Okay.
I think I could probably find.
Well, the one right before that where it says, I thought that I hate it when Chalmers is on, and I thought he had left, but lo and behold, he showed up one day, and now my life sucks, or something like that. To that effect.
Oh yeah, that one guy who was like, surely I thought Chalmers was off the show by now. He wasn't. This sucks.
All good.
I'm checking if Spotify has any, but I am honestly not sure. How do you even see?
We're a week and a half away from the Oilers Nation Golf Tournament, which I am very excited about.
Are you
looking forward to meeting our new friends.
Oh, I can't wait. Have we connected with them? They know what's going on?
Hey, he's still all in. Obviously, he won the auction. He's just trying to figure out how to pay, and I don't know how to do that.
How's the puck? Straight cash, homie. Bring it to the golf course. I'll take it from you.
Okay.
Have you filled out the potpourri groups yet, or what?
Yeah, the Mosaic teams. We filled up 3 of them actually.
Potpourri teams. They smell fantastic.
Yeah, they smell like shit.
And it seems like they're all getting along in the emails too. Seems like there's some good teams going on there. So yeah, 3 real life Mosaic teams are going to be there.
Love it. And then we've done the auction for Joaquin Gage. We've done the auction for Kyle Brodziak. Did we do the one for Gregor and Noah Gregor?
I am not sure.
Crazy uncle and nephew?
That's a great.
Wait. Noah Gregor is coming?
Yeah.
What a get. Well done.
Active NHLer.
Yeah. And 2
Get
former
to watch his uncle
NHLers.
cry?
Oh yeah. He's going to cry.
As sure as the sun will rise.
It's going to be, he's going to take that old script of his and he's going to mix in there something along the lines like, to do this with my nephew here as well. That'll just be a whole nother level of tears from Gregor.
Oh yeah.
Coombsy, when was the last ON Open you've gone to?
2019.
Oh, so you're due.
Oh yeah. You came back for one, didn't you? Or you still here?
Maybe it was 2018. Actually, I might have been gone for 2019.
You're due.
So I think it's been.
Yeah, you weren't at the last one.
Yeah, it's 2018 for me then.
And remember, if anyone wins my truck on the second hole at Cattail Crossing, which is a great track, it's where we're going to be. If you win my truck, you are obliged to drive me to work until I find a new vehicle.
And you have to help me move furniture because Tyler promised he'd help me move furniture with the
Yes,
vehicle.
you're also signed up to help Coombsy move.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's everything. Shout out to Cattail Crossing. Also, shout out to our friends at Alfa Romeo. They will have a prize at the golf tournament.
Yes, they will.
Our luxury vehicle partners at Alfa Romeo. You'll get an Alfa Romeo to drive to Jasper for a weekend, which is great.
And stay at the JPL.
Which is the hat I'm wearing.
Oh my God. How rich are you going to feel if you win that?
It's a boss.
Winning
it's a boss prize.
Driving an Alfa Romeo to the Jasper Park Lodge. My God.
I love the JPL.
We've got some good, so anyone who buys super tickets, which will be, I think, for $40 at your Mulligans, and then your entries into all these like awesome prizes that we put together. So we got like really good value ones. We got a signed Darnell Nurse jersey, a signed Nuge jersey. We're going to do a trip for 2 on the bus trip to Calgary. What else we got? Jared's got some other good things. Anyways, we got the trip to the JPL for the weekend on the Alfa Romeo. That's great. Someone's going to run your Remchuck's truck. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Is there lots of food and drink holes again?
Short answer, yes.
Yes.
Everything you need, Chalmers, it'll be there.
Yeah, we got
the atmosphere around it. The atmosphere with having people on every tee box or somebody just with a little something. Boy.
Oh, it's tough on every tee box. We'll have there'll be I think 8 or 9 holes will be activated with like food, drink, games, smiles.
Beautiful.
Lots of smiles. We can't wait. That'll be fun. That's Friday. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's
coming up.
This is a big
week.
When's this? What's the date?
Next Friday.
19th.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're Toronto this weekend. Next Friday is the golf tournament. The other thing coming up in this city is the World Juniors get going.
Yeah, this week.
Right away, which is wild. They really crept up on us. But Double IHF, shout out to them. Shout out to the World Juniors that are going on. Tickets start, I think, at $40. Throw your shades on because it's bright outside and the future is bright on the ice. There is something nice about going to a hockey game in shorts and like walking on it's hot out.
Yeah, it's a unique dynamic. That means normally that means your team's doing really well.
Yeah, normally that's playoff season.
Yeah, like it's great. So it's good.
Mm-hmm.
What so just to maybe talk a little bit about hockey. So did the Flames sign Uyghur yesterday?
No, that was a fake report.
Oh, it was a fake report.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they got Huberto. They're probably going to sign
catfished.
Uyghur at some point. I have a hot take about the Pacific Division. The Kings aren't going to make the playoffs next year. I've decided that. I've made that choice.
Would you like to make a bet?
Yeah.
Okay. $50.
You giving me odds?
You can't make an emphatic statement like that and then do that. That's not how this works.
I'll bet you $50.
Shake hands.
Why would they regress?
Jonathan Quick's not going to be as good as he was in the first half of the season. That'll get them off to a slow start. The rest of the division is going to be incredibly tight, with the Flames coming back to the pack a little, the Canucks being better than they were at the beginning of the year last year, and the Golden Knights not being as injured.
Why are the Golden Knights going to be better though?
Because they're not going to be as injured.
They just got rid of Pacioretty and Lehner's still got issues.
Oh, I'm not saying they're going to be like unreal, but they're going to be more competitive than they were last season.
I'm not sure if that's a guarantee.
How is that not a guarantee?
Because
they'll have a full
Lehner's
season.
their
Second bet?
Because Lehner's their goalie.
They barely had Lehner last year.
Exactly. And they were bad last year.
And
So
they
it's
were
going to be the same situation.
But they'll have a full season of Jack Eichel. And
I guess the Buffalo Sabres had many of those. And
yeah, but the Golden Knights are better than the Sabres.
No.
Sabres right now are arguably better than the Golden Knights. I'm low key Sabres fan right now.
I don't think Vegas is that good. I think they're top heavy, and all the guys that
and
make
the culture is poo.
The culture is poo. I'm not saying they're going to win the division or even get 100 points.
Who's even their coach now?
Bruce Cassidy.
Oh, exactly.
Isn't he like he's a hardo? Isn't
yeah, but I just look at Eichel, Stone, Stevenson, Carlson, Marchessault, Smith.
How's Stone's back though?
Yeah, that's a big question, but still, like their top six is solid,
mad.
Should be healthy. Their blue line is still solid. Pietrangelo, Martinez, Theodore, McNabb, Whitecloud, Hutton. That's a good blue line. If Leonard isn't available, which sounds like it's possible, then they're gonna have to go with like Brossois and Logan Thompson.
Mikko Koskinen.
Brossois and Logan Thompson. I just look at Vegas and it's kind of like, LA, and I don't know. We've seen Todd McClellan teams do this firsthand where, they make that surprising run to the playoffs and then they're due for a big step back.
But they've added important pieces.
They added Fiala, who's good.
They have a bunch of young guys too. Like if you have
Byfield take a step, Kaliev.
Any of those guys have a breakout season. It's huge. A Sean Dursey breakout season, a Kaliev breakout season. There's like 7 guys that could have a breakout season.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I don't trust their goaltending.
I agree. You're
so wrong.
It comes back to goaltending and I don't trust their goaltending. I don't know. Everyone's acting like they're a slam dunk.
I don't trust Vegas's goaltending.
Yeah. It all comes down to goaltending, Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Said Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hot take is the LA Kings will not trust the playoffs.
You trust Edmonton's goaltending?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I don't trust the defense in front of our goaltending.
I'm not a huge 2019-20 Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so I'm a little nervous about the Campbell and the whole blue line being Leafs. It's a little, but we'll see. We'll see.
Don't.
We need to improve our D. I got approached a lot of times at Folkfest talking about this subject.
The D?
Either for or against.
Just about how I'm emphatically talking about how we need to improve our blue line.
Well, you're right though.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough. And I can always get people to understand why, obviously Barrie is the easy move, but why it could make sense if the return is right for a Bouchard move.
No, that doesn't make you better.
And trust me, I like that. I want to be good. That doesn't make it better.
He's making $800,000 this year, Jay.
Is that his cap hit? $800,000? Is that his cap hit?
That's what it will be for this coming season.
Is it, or is it $3 million?
If he hits his bonuses,
which he will,
and you punt it down the road.
So he's $3 million.
Okay, you punt it down the road. Who cares?
We already are punting it down the road.
He might be their number 1 D-man.
That's bad.
Okay, Jay,
no, it's good.
He should be in our third pair.
No.
What? Yes.
Even if he was $3 million, Did you not see what he was ranked in scoring last year for D-men?
I'm not discounting his ability to score.
But you're not going to get a better value than that.
We need to defend. We have enough scoring.
The best way to defend is to get the puck out of your zone.
He's got the best first pass on the team.
You trade Barry.
I agree. Holy shit, everyone. I say Barry first. But if the return is there, you have to consider it.
What's a good return for Evan Bouchard?
We need a really good defenseman. Like defensive defenseman.
I agree. I'm not trading Bouchard to get him though.
Well, I would trade Barry to open up cap space and try and bring in the guy, but still, like
Evan Bouchard had more even strength points than Charlie McAvoy, Brent Burns, and Quinn Hughes last year.
Sure.
It's great.
That is great. Yep. He looked really good in the playoffs defending the other team, didn't he? Like really good.
He looked just as good as Duncan Keith freaking did.
Duncan Keith is 900 years old. So how dare you make that comparison?
Well, that's the kind of, you're saying go get like a shutdown defenseman. Well, Keith was supposed to be a shutdown defenseman.
Yeah, well, it didn't work. And our D last year wasn't that great either.
You got Kulak and Cece to be shut down, guys.
Kulak on a really good team is in the second pair.
Isn't Darnell Nurse supposed to be this guy?
Here.
He's in the first pair with Darnell Nurse.
Brett Kulak.
I was talking about Cece. I said Cece. Didn't I say Cece?
Okay, so
I'm really
sure. Cece should be.
I'm really tired, so I may have said Kulak.
Okay, but if you go Nurse Bouchard as your top pair, Cece Kulak as your second pair, you just need a good third. You need a better defensive third pairing.
You got Marcus Niemelainen and maybe another one of those guys, Vincent Desharnais.
So you
Dmitry
need
Samarikov.
Sure. So you want Bouchard to be in the first pair. So you think Nurse insulates Bouchard, but Nurse sometimes needs to be insulated himself.
That's the problem.
You can't pay him 9.25 if he needs to be insulated.
We're already all in on this. Like we can't change it. It is what it is.
I just think you need a better third pairing, and also with Bouchard, there's upside there. The guy's 22 years old.
I know there's tons of upside. I understand.
So much better at defending that you just.
And if we stay with him, great. Like I hope so. I'm just saying we need to improve our blue line now. Like sure, trade deadline, but like that's still in the now window.
You can improve your blue line without trading it.
Here's a thought.
That's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm not saying we like it only if it makes sense, if it improves us defensively, because right now we are hanging Jack Campbell to dry. And yeah, I am a fucking broken record on this.
Hanging him out to dry? He hasn't even put on a jersey yet. What do you know?
And the jersey's still wet.
Same.
It's gonna
I
get.
personally thought that when you said people were asking you about the D or at the Folkfest, it was the other D. But if you try to get rid of Bouchard right now, you're going to see it in 3 years where he's unbelievable on the other team. And it's another player where we look at, we go, we should have kept him. We shouldn't have given up on him. And what you keep saying is,
I'm not saying we give
I don't
up on
want
him.
to trade him,
saying,
but we have to make a trade. And then he's the one that you inevitably want to trade. But Barry first.
Barry first.
Doesn't jive.
I'd be trying to unload the Nurse contract before I move Bouchard.
Good luck.
I know. That's never going to happen.
Thing. Like we've got limited bullets in the chamber. We've got a player with perceived upside that you can cash in on, future value that may or may not hit. We've got a 3-year window that is starting right now. So yeah, get Barry and let's go bring someone else in right now and see what it looks like. And then maybe wait till next season and then make that decision. But the thing is what we're going to do right now is we're going to put him in the first pair power play. He's going to get a shit ton of points, and then we're not going to be able to afford him anyways. It's a whole.
You find a way to afford him.
Oh, do you? You just fucking trade Draisaitl to keep him.
Next off season, you're going to have.
Does that work?
His next deal, if you go long term, he's probably going to command upwards towards $7 million if he keeps scoring like this.
Exactly.
Next summer, you have $13.37 million.
And how many people to sign?
You have
your
free agents are Skinner, Bouchard, both RFAs, Cuckoo, Devin Shore, Matthias Janmark, Derek Ryan, and Jesse Puljujarvi. That's it. Next summer is the summer you give $6 million to Evan Bouchard.
Why not do it now? Why not extend him now? That's what I'm saying.
Extend him now.
So extend him now. Yeah. Extend him now.
Should be
5-year deal
or trade him.
But instead,
that's the thing. I'm not like everyone's like thinking I'm so black and white on this. I'm not. Like extend him now. Yeah. Let's lock him into a good number. Mm-hmm. But we keeping him at $7 million isn't going to be good for us. So let's try to see if we can get him for 5.5 or whatever now.
Yeah, I agree.
And maybe we keep Barry right now and then we make some big move at the deadline. But like, we have to improve our defense at some point. Because remember, we're playing Colorado Avalanche.
And they improved their blue line at the deadline too, right? Like they got Josh Manson. They got Josh Manson.
Their blue line depth was insane.
Yeah, and they improved.
I think they've gotten worse this offseason.
We haven't even mentioned once Philip Broberg. He could have a breakout season.
I would trade him.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's a cheap and controlled guy.
If you could get like Chikrin though.
Yeah, if you get him as part of like a chicken deal,
sure.
I would move him.
That's fine.
We still don't know what we got there. This will be
hard to
that's the thing. I don't mind like giving like the next 4 months or whatever 5 months to see what we've got and give him some more NHL minutes.
Yeah.
But like he isn't going to be the answer to our defensive question for a while, and that's
there's other guys in Bakersfield I think are more likely to contribute as a defensive D-man, like a Nima line, and I think they're best off if they operate 7 D-men and have your Samarukovs and Nima line and play smaller minutes.
That was Rick's idea actually, is to platoon it until the deadline and see what you got in everyone.
And then
I totally agree with that strategy because, like I said, like we will make the playoffs with this roster, right now, so that's fine. But it's about taking the next step in the playoffs. Yeah. So I don't mind waiting until the deadline because it just opens up our options. Now, does the acquisition cost go up at the deadline?
Yeah, guys are always more expensive at the deadline because teams are desperate, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make your moves now, but sometimes you just can't because you don't know. Like, what if a guy takes a step forward? You don't have to get a D-man because Samorukov or Nima Linen is so good. You never know.
I want to know who the others are going to trade between now and the season starting to get cap compliant.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Fogel probably, right? I know we've kind of beaten this into the ground, but...
But like it's coming.
What does a
right?
Fogel trade look like?
It's going to be Fogel for nothing.
For Ethan Bear? Just to stress everybody out?
Yeah.
Thing is though, Bear signed a $2 million plus deal, right?
No, so it doesn't work.
So it doesn't help.
It has to be for nothing.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It has to be to an Ottawa or an Arizona.
Then you can sign McLeod and maybe get like Sonny Milano.
Sonny Delight.
Sonny Milano, what, small skilled guy?
Put him on your third line with McLeod and whoever. And
small skilled third line.
Why is he floating around as a free agent? He's 6 feet tall, 204 pounds. He scored 14 goals.
204 pounds?
Yeah.
Jeez, I've got a misconception of who this guy is.
He's a thick, well-fed Italian boy.
Yeah, I think he's a fine fit. I think there's a few good fits. I really like Evan Rodriguez.
Are there any defensemen that are available that could actually legitimately help? Say you could swing a Barry trade out like Jay was suggesting.
PK Subban.
Chris Russell.
Chris Russell's not coming.
I'd bring him back. Why not?
He's not though.
PK Subban though, like for real?
PK?
He still wants to play.
For what they need though? You need shutdown guys.
The idea would be if you trade Barry.
He's a right shot, isn't he?
Okay, fair enough.
So if you trade, like again, the ideal scenario, if this was NHL be a GM mode, I'd be flipping Barry for Soucy. There's your shutdown left defenseman. You sign Subban for $1 million. There's your third pairing Barry-esque right shot guy that can be the, backup to Bouchard on the power play.
Yeah.
And your defense is so much better if you do those moves. If it was out there, I'd imagine they'd do it.
How about Danny DeKaiser?
He's coming on a PTO. I've already accepted it. Holland loves his old boys, right?
How about Ryan Murray?
I'd have time for Ryan Murray.
Bring him back. Then we get Yakupov and
Ryan Murray. Didn't he play for Colorado?
Didn't play in the playoffs.
Yeah, he didn't play.
He was out. That's why they got Manson and replaced him in the lineup.
It's so many defense. It's insane.
Yeah, because who had the concussion issue all year randomly came back. Yeah, Bo Byram came back all of a sudden. He looked fantastic.
Oh, he's going to be good.
That's why my theory with Colorado is that they're going to trade Sam Girard.
Yeah.
And sign Kadri.
And
that's why they're waiting.
It seems like Kadri's got a deal worked out and someone's waiting. Maybe the Oilers can get Sam Girard. That doesn't really help because he costs money. So out the window there.
He's not like.
But what is he? Is he under contract for 1 more year? Or is he UFA right now?
Who
or RFA? So Gerard.
He's got like 4 more years at $5 million.
Yeah, because they signed him and the other one who they traded to New Jersey.
If you get rid of Fogel, then you could do a Barry
for Gerard.
No,
send Barry back to Colorado.
Yeah, send him back.
Yeah, $5 million until 2027 for Sam Girard. 67 games played, 5 goals, 23 assists for 28 points last year. 5'10", 170 pounds.
He's a gamer though. He's a gamer.
Yeah. There's a few different ways they could go. I just feel like
they need a shutdown guy to me.
Yeah, but I just feel like expecting that at this point is a little foolish. Like expecting Fogle for nothing is the right way to have your mindset.
I expect to go into the season with the defense they have, and I'm not.
Yeah. Why not sell? Sign Paul Stasny.
You signed Janmark.
Just wait. Janmark center.
He's all three. Well, he plays all three positions.
He'll move around, yeah. So like you kind of
put McLeod on the wing. Let him buzz fly around the wing.
I know, but I'm just saying, like you kind of filled that quota of like veteran bottom six centermen with Ryan and Janmark. Like,
what if you can get Stasny for $1 million?
Yeah, then I think you consider it. But again, like it would have to be paired up with a Fogle trade.
Oh, 100%. That's
so you trade Fogle, you're making McLeod a winger, and you go Stasny,
or makes depth to make. Like the big thing is making sure Nuge is a winger. That's the big thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Glad we can agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of balls in the air here. Lots of players who could contribute.
Yeah. Like someone today I heard was saying like, oh, the big question for the Oilers is still their depth. And it's like, I like their top 9 right now.
Bakersfield has a lot of players who could come up and contribute. There's, in terms of forwards, you got Holloway, you got James Hamlin, that small undrafted free agent guy. Xavier Bourgault is going to be there. Raphael Lavoie.
On the forward side, we're great. It's just the defense is just.
I think the defense isn't that bad though. There's so many quality D-men in Bakersfield who, if you do the 7 defense, like have a chance to be solid. Maybe not, I don't know if I want to see Nima Linen play 17 minutes, but I think he's good in 10 minutes.
The other thing too is like, you would love again to have 6 solid D-men and have that extra spot. So like when someone's hurt, it's like, okay, we're calling up Broberg. Someone's hurt. Okay, we're calling up Samurakov or Nima Linen. The point they're at right now is like, oh,
Broberg's playing.
One or two of these guys is playing every single game.
Yeah. And I don't want that.
Yeah. And that's concerning.
I don't like that.
Well, like it's good and it's bad.
But yeah,
like,
then on the other hand, I think the Oilers outside of that one black hole on their roster are good enough to overcome it where it's not something
in a regular season.
Yeah. It won't sink their season.
No, I'm not worried about the regular season. Now we're like, and not to talk in absolutes. I'm just planning and thinking for playoffs.
Yeah. That's a good point. Charles, how fired up are you that NFL football is almost back?
I'm so happy. I love the Hall of Fame game. It's always a terrible football game. But at least it's one I like to watch just because just reminds me that this thing's, I like all the stories coming out from OTAs. Lots more interviews with players. I don't know. It's a great time of year. How excited are you? What are you feeling this year? We got fantasy drafts to do by the end of the month.
I got to get
That's the part I get the most excited about. You start listening to a few fantasy podcasts just so you can, hear the key words. People thinking that Miami's going to be good this year.
They're not.
I don't know. They're not. Aren't they your team?
I'm a Bills fan.
Rick likes the Dolphins.
Oh, yes.
Rick's a Bills fan. Yeah. I just think that's still the Bills division. Like Miami, Tua, it doesn't scare me at all. Famous last words, potentially, I suppose. Bill's schedule starts off with a bang. So I'm nervous about that, but outside of that, they're fine. I'm very excited for NFL football. I love fantasy football. I love waking up on a Sunday. I got the carpet redone in my basement and like redid the whole thing there. So I'm so excited. I'm going to go buy a new TV and like build a sweet little area to watch football.
It's nice to have good carpet for football.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about Bill Belichick answer a question from a 14-year-old kid who had won a contest to ask him a question? And so he asked him the question, what do you think about fantasy football? Me and my friends do it a lot, and we really think it's helped the game. What's your thoughts on it? And he basically said, I don't care about fantasy football. It doesn't mean anything to me. There's nothing I like about it. I don't care.
That's fair, though.
Like, it's just like, okay, thanks so much.
10-year-old.
Like, come on, it's a 14-year-old kid, Bill. Jesus.
Well, he's teaching him how the world works.
Well, he's viewing him as competition. That could be the next GM that takes his spot.
Yeah.
Well, that's also a question you're asking. Yeah. You're kind of setting yourself up for that kind of answer. Like, why would an NFL coach like fantasy football?
Yeah, you guess to do it for real.
14.
That's old enough.
It's 14.
People weren't nice to me when I was 14.
Look at all the shit you took look at all the shit you took 35 minutes ago about your t-shirt.
Yeah, Tyler's 14 and we're all making fun of him.
All right.
Again, I defended you for the record.
Okay. Well, on that note, let's wrap this thing up. I'm over it. I was thinking that we should flop ONR and real life this week.
Excuse me?
So we can do ONR Thursday with Dan and Rick before we leave to Toronto. And then Friday afternoon when we land in Toronto, we'll do a hotel real life.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
When do you
Are you guys going to have the ability to link me in on Friday or no?
Depending how good the hotel Wi-Fi is.
Enough said.
And then we'll do a 2 a.m. Better Late Than Never.
Fuck yeah. And then we won't release it.
I think on every nation vacation, we should just do a drunk episode and then release them as like a collection people have to pay for.
We should hold like a gallery night
Puck
where
set.
we just play them.
Yeah, we take everybody's phones first.
Yeah. They're not that good though.
It's just really bad content.
Yeah.
I'm down to record one. Don't get me wrong, but it's just a bad podcast.
It's so underwhelming. Okay.
Oh, good shot.
6:30 a.m. Let's go.
6:30 a.m. Friday. ONR will be
Just sleep
Thursday
at the
this week,
airport.
and then Real Life will be on Friday. So there's your programming note for the rest of the week. Coombsy, good to have you back, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be back.
I like your shirt, Tyler.
Thank you. Shout out to not the Nike outlet as we used to. That was an Oilers Nation radio thing.
Yeah,
where we
that
just
How dare you cross the two?
Yeah, we roasted the Nike outlet for like an hour.
The one by
That
the
one
airport?
pair of shoes. No,
Yeah,
not that one. It's outside of Tacoma.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
ripped it. Anyways,
Just
That's not a real outlet.
No.
Alfa Romeo, Cattail Crossing, DoorDash and Noodle, the 2022 IHF World Junior Hockey Championship, Montana's all-you-can-eat ribs on until September 12th,
Yum,
and
yum,
our
yum.
title sponsor, the HGA Group. We will chat with you later in the week.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.